Hi guys and welcome to Investor's Guide to the Galaxy. It's your host Alex Ionescu. Emmanuel Rosner from Deutsche Bank, $1,125 Tesla stock price target. Tesla Shanghai factory delivered nearly 80,000 vehicles in June. Toyota plug-in cars sales collapsed in Q2 2022, down 58%. Let's dive right into it. Tesla stock price down today 6.55%. Year to date down 41%. Past year up 2.53%. And again I managed to scoop up some Tesla stocks at 715 and 704. Twitter today down 11.4%. Year to date down 23%. Past year down 53%. Tesla Shanghai factory delivered nearly 80,000 vehicles in June. Data coming out of the China Passenger Car Association, CPCA, shows Tesla made 78,906 vehicles in June, more than double than 32,000 vehicles it made a year ago. Only 968 of the vehicles were exported out of the country. If you do the math, that's almost 1 million manufactured electric vehicles only from Shanghai factory, Tesla Shanghai factory. Things are looking very, very good for 2023.
So first of all, the deliveries themselves were basically in line with analyst expectations. 255,000 units. That's basically maybe 1 or 2,000 units shy of what analysts were looking for, and that was pretty much predictable because they were shut down. Their Shanghai factory was shut down for most of the quarter because of COVID lockdown. So there was definitely a lot of units of production that didn't happen, a lot of units of deliveries that couldn't happen. I think what's important for this stock is basically to look forward. And as part of the release, Tesla commented that June was the highest months of production ever in the company history, which means that they're really lapping some of these, supply chain and, lockdown issues, and that they're really ramping up. And that makes us very optimistic for the second half of the year, in terms of what production could look like. We still think they're on track for 1.4 million units for the full year, which is up 50%. And they've also done an incredible job, pricing up for some of the raw materials pressure. And so we think the margins could actually, look good going forward. So Q2, definitely a challenge, but a predictable one. And I think it looks good going forward.
While I do agree with most of what he says, I want to show you that this Deutsche Bank financial analyst is not that great at predictions in general. Take a look at his tipranks profile. Emmanuel Rosner from Deutsche Bank, Wall Street analyst, with a success rate of only 35% and an average return of minus 0.6%, ranked 5,406 out of almost 8,000 analysts on tipranks. Although the success rate looks better if you look only at his Tesla stock price predictions. Success rate on stock 47%, average profit on stock 7.7%. He has a Tesla stock price prediction of $1,125 for 12 months. This is in line with what I believe. I think Tesla will be at a minimum of $1,000 per stock in December 2023. I say this because the stock is very volatile and it's hard to predict what it does in the short term. On the long term, it's easy. Tesla is, in my opinion, one of the best opportunities in the stock market right now. Not only the best, but the safest in the long run, 10 years plus. You have to look at it as a long-term investment because in the short term it's very volatile.
Emmanuel, have you stress tested your models in trying to figure out what this stock and what Tesla's profits look like in a recession?
Yeah. So I think one thing that's, I think particularly important to, to note is you essentially have the world moving towards electric vehicles. So the adoption of electric vehicle is really rising incredibly fast. The ability of the industry to supply is not happening as fast as the demand is growing. This is why the few EVs that are available or even coming to the market have very long order books, sometimes multi-100,000 units, and certainly many years of wait time. I think, but what's essentially going to happen is this is going to be about success in EVs is going to be about the ability to supply. And Tesla has demonstrated both last year when the whole industry was losing a lot of volume because of semis, and this year through some of the shutdowns, that they're the ones that are actually able to keep producing. So I think what essentially is going to happen is Tesla will be the ones able to supply the vehicles, even if overall demand were to come down somehow. This would actually shrink the order books. They still have, many months of forward-looking orders there. So we're really not too worried about the volume trajectory for Tesla, even if you go into what would be considered sort of like a mild recession. I think that they would capture the demand from those that could still afford it in the context of essentially the whole world moving to EVs and just not that many credible alternatives here.
Does Tesla have a problem with low customer demand? I don't think that's the case. Look at this. If you want to order now the cheapest Model Y in US, you have to wait for it till January, April 2023. If you order the more expensive one, you will get it much faster in August, October 2022. Almost same thing goes if you want to order the cheapest Model 3. You have to wait till October 2022, January 2023. Same thing if you order the more expensive ones, you will get them faster. This can be annoying for customers, that the expensive ones are prioritized. But for Tesla company or investors in Tesla stock, it's a good thing. More profit per car manufactured.
And let me just follow up on that, Emmanuel. So is Tesla still growing sales inside of a recession? I believe the Deutsche Bank team is looking for a mild recession in the first half of next year. In that environment, is Tesla still growing sales? And is that coming more from price or units?
Yeah, so they are. Our view, both for the auto industry and then Tesla specifically, is that you're going to continue to see, auto sales grow. In the case of the broader industry, it is because we're starting from recession level volumes. The SAR right now is at 13 million for the month of June. This is recession level SAR. It's been supply constrained. As supply bottlenecks get alleviated, you're going to see essentially more production and therefore more sales. And so we see pretty good visibility for auto sales going up easily for the next 18 to 24 months, almost regardless of the economic backdrop. In the case of Tesla, it will come really from primarily from units. Essentially, they're still at the beginning of ramping up factories in two regions, in Texas as well as in Berlin. There is tremendous demand for EVs in Europe, which has been so far being served by, the China factory. Now there will be, there is, ramping up a factory locally there. This is a whole new, ability to serve this market at a better economics. The Chinese market itself is now rebounding incredibly fast after the COVID, lockdowns. So I think that the whole Shanghai factory will be able to serve it, and the company is in the process of adding more capacity over there. So essentially, it will be driven by units. As you move into 2023, you're also going to see new models. Potentially the Cybertruck. We'll look for an update on this. But this is something that has many hundreds of thousands of units of reservations. People have been waiting for many years. This is all incremental, versus the base demand. So my answer would be yes. We expect, volumes to keep growing both for the industry as well as for Tesla, even in a recession in 2023.
Musk laughs off Twitter lawsuit in characteristic meme fashion. Elon Musk on Twitter. They said I couldn't buy Twitter. Then they wouldn't disclose bot info. Now they want to force me to buy Twitter in court. Now they have to disclose bot info in court. Hilarious. And good news from Tesla competitors. Oh wait, did I read that right? That's strange, because I thought competitors are having Tesla for breakfast. Haha. In US, Toyota plug-in car sales collapsed in Q2 2022. down 58%. So they did only 7,919 plug-in cars, down 58% year over year. What do you think of Emmanuel Rosner $1,125 Tesla stock price target? Is Tesla going to manufacture more than 2 million cars in 2023? I'd like to know your opinion on all of this. Please leave a comment below. If you like this video, please smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm so that other people like you see this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you that watch my videos. See you next time.